Your sources talk to you about the money. I mean, this is a massively profitable, right? Multi-billion-dollar a year industry. The cost of a child for these people, these perverts to use, can be upwards of $30,000 or even more, right? They're paying them for this. And as President Trump said in that Fox and Friends interview, most of these children end up dead.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that Fox interview. I had to rewind it twice because at first he kind of said it and was overtalked. Then he said it again. I was like, wait a minute, let me get this, make sure I have this in the context, because when I report on it. So Fox and Friends was giving Donald Trump the numbers: 137, 140,000 unaccompanied alien children last year. This year's at almost 50,000. It's going up. And Donald Trump said, yeah, a lot of them are dead. And then he said it again. He goes, yes, a lot of them are already dead. So I have to assume that that man is getting briefed on intelligence and data that I am not privy to. So, but again, so we're talking about child sex trafficking, and then a lot. What is a lot? A lot of them are dead. What in the hell is going on, Clayton? And you're right, the money is exorbitant. So I talk to guys that are involved in child sex trafficking, like the anti side of it, trying to track kids down and stuff. The reason why these kids are so profitable, if I push over a kilo of Coke and I cut it with fentanyl, I sell it one time. Once I digest it, it's over. Well, with children, I can pimp them out 5 to 10 times a day. So my product is earning me money 5 to 10 times a day. Look at what we've become as a nation. This is, Clayton, just so your audience has an idea of the number, 600,000 plus under Joe Biden have been arrested, released. People don't know where they are. I asked my source and several other sources, when you release them, does anybody follow up? Is there any connectability to, like, okay, we gave it to the right person? He said, no. I said, okay, well, under congressional oath, Javier Becerra, Health and Human Services, and the female that runs Office of Refugee Resettlement said under oath, we've lost 85,000. We have no idea. And I said to my source, I believe that number is a lie, 85,000. They lost all of them, haven't they? And he goes, yes, they've lost all of them. That 85,000 is a joke number. How do you lose 600,000 children? That's the city of New Haven. Just disappears.
Because it's intentional, right?
Yes.
You lose them because it's intentional.
Absolutely, it's intentional, because I had a very interesting conversation with about two or three men, and I asked them, okay, I said, listen, I want to means test my belief. I believe that there's three big stories: the invasion of the open border, just being completely strategically open to destroy America, the partnerships with the NGO, and then the child sex trafficking is the third largest story. And I said the reason why it's the biggest story is because through the echelon of elites, politicians, entertainment, on and on, corporate America, on and on. I said there's a thread that weaves through all of it, and it's the thread of pedophilia. And he said, all of these men that I talked to said, you're absolutely 100% right. That is the thread that is coursing through the United States of America. The world, but mainly in America, we're talking about, is the thread of pedophilia. So and I know what we're talking about, Clayton, is unnerving. I understand that it makes people want to just click off, but I want you to understand, we live in a society that is brutalizing children, to transgender children, permanently destroying them, mutilating their bodies. You're having drag queen story hours in our libraries. You're having drag queen dancing naked in front of our children. Our children are being inundated with which I believe is perversion. And then you question, is this really true? Child sex trafficking? Like, all of this is happening in our face, but I'm telling you something that's hidden, and you're like, well, I don't really believe that. That's conspiratorial. Really? I think it's connected.
Yeah, I mean, people want to pick on Vladimir Putin all they want, right? He said the United States is being run by outright Satanism, the Satanists that are running Washington, D.C. right now. Is he wrong? I mean, I don't think he's wrong. This is the stuff of Satanism.
Well, I'm talking to people, I'm sure you have too. Children are going missing. Child sex trafficking, organ harvesting, going south from America. There's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of children going missing in America. Why would you not, if you were the most evil people in the world and you wanted not only to traffic in children sexually, but organs, child sacrifice, what is the best way to get those children? Are the ones that are coming across. No one knows where they are. They just have a sheet of paper, like a notepad, pinned to their shirt saying, I need to go to X, Y, and Z. So I find a couple of them on the street in the middle of nowhere, Texas, where I was. They don't exist. That's my ultimate belief. These children do not exist, meaning no one's tracking them. Look, you have children. I have a child. Do you think I'm going to allow him to traverse the United States of America with human smugglers to get to Canada for 3-4 months? Are you insane? I'm not going to let my son, I have to vet the men and women that